Welcome, everyone, to Take the Lead. I'm your host, William Kliski.
And it's me, folks at home, John O'Halloran. How are you guys doing?
So, John,
Yes.
what happened on Thursday night?
The NFL draft.
Yay or nay for your Eagles?
I love it. They need a wide receiver. I like Devontae Smith. He's a Heisman Trophy winner. Last couple of years in the draft, the Eagles have been terrible at drafting wide receivers. 2 years ago, they had a chance to draft DK Metcalf in the second round. They decided to draft JJ as our Steiger Whiteside. Complete garbage. Last year, they had a chance to draft Justin Jefferson. They drafted Jalen Ruger. I'm not going up on Jalen Ruger. Injuries plagued his rookie season. But Jalen Ruger went on to have a fantastic historic rookie season. And DK Metcalf is also probably one of the best receivers in the game. So that's my Eagles for you. But I love it. Devontae Smith, I think, is going to fit great for the Eagles. Very good weapon for Jalen Hurts.
Now watch. Hold on. I need to look this up. Scroll all the way back down again. Hold on. Now watch. Come on. Jeez, was it really that long? Kadarius Toney do a lot better than Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I know. Watch.
That was the first receiver taken after him by the Giants.
Well, we obviously knew who was going to be drafted number one. Trevor Lawrence went one.
Yep.
Zach Wilson was 2. Trey Lance was 3, which I'm not a big fan of. I thought they were going to go Mac Jones.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's all. That's like everything I saw for it.
Falcons went the Kyle Pitts tight end at
Florida.
Yep. I'm surprised they didn't go with Justin Fields. They need a quarterback. Matty Ice is pretty much turning to Matty Old now.
Matty Old Ice.
Yep. Bengals went with Jamar Chase. Dolphins went with Jalen Waddle. Good target
Waddle.
for
Waddle.
Sia Tagovailoa. Lions drafted Penny Sewell. I think that's who the Bengals should have drafted instead of Jamar Chase, because you already have your rookie quarterback. Last year when Joe Burrow was a rookie quarterback, didn't have a lot of protection toward end up tearing his ACL. Panthers went J.C. Horn. Broncos drafted Patrick Surtain, the cornerback at Alabama. I think they should have drafted a quarterback, because right now they have Teddy Bridgewater after making a trade.
Yep.
Obviously, we know the Eagles drafted Devontae Smith. Bears drafted Justin Fields. Cowboys drafted Michael Parsons.
Micah.
Chargers drafted Rashawn Slater. Jets drafted L.A. Vera Tucker. Patriots, Mac Jones.
Hey, John, I have a question for you. I saw this on Facebook and thought it was funny, even though it makes no sense whatsoever. What was the result the last time the Patriots drafted a quarterback with his first name having 3 letters and his last name having 5 letters?
We're not talking about that. I think it's a perfect situation for him. Fits Josh McDaniels' offense. Will he be starting over Cam Newton? No. I think Cam Newton will play one more season.
Cam Newton will probably get like half the season.
Then we'll see what Mac Jones can do.
Yeah.
Cardinals drafted Xavier Collins. Raiders drafted Alex Leatherwood.
I need that jersey. Leatherwood.
Dolphins drafted Jalen Phillips. Washington drafted Jermaine Davis. Giants, Curtis Tooney. Watch him have a better career than Devontae Smith.
Oh, can I say his last name?
Yeah.
The Colts drafted Kwity Paye.
Kwity Paye, baby. Titans drafted Caleb Furr, the cornerback out of Virginia Tech. Vikings drafted Christian Durashaw. Steelers drafted Najee Harris, which I don't understand that pick at all. You need a quarterback, but there's really no quarterbacks left. Jaguars drafted Travis 18, whatever you say that. Browns drafted Greg Newsome. That's a great pick. Ravens drafted Rashard Bateman. Don't understand that pick. Titans drafted Peyton Turner. I think they should have traded up and got a quarterback.
Yep.
Packers drafted Eric Stokes. Bills drafted Gregory Rousseau. Ravens drafted Jason Uwaya. And the Buccaneers drafted Joe Tyron.
So, I want to go back to when you said the Steelers needed to draft a quarterback, but there really wasn't anyone left. Here's where I kind of
disagree.
It's a counter argument based on another pick in the second round.
Yeah.
So, this USA Today article is Buccaneers pick possible Tom Brady successor in Florida QB Kyle Trask during NFL draft.
Page should have linked to him too for a while.
Yeah. So Trask was the 6th quarterback selected in the draft and the first on day 2. The Vikings took A&M's Kellen Mond early in the 3rd, and Houston, Texas followed by selecting Davis Mills. But Kyle Trask is a 6'5", 234-pound passer, and he took a significant step forward in 2020, throwing for 43 touchdowns en route to being named a Heisman Trophy finalist.
That's a big quarterback, 6'5". You say 230 pounds?
234, yeah.
That's a big quarterback.
Yeah. So Florida coach Dan Mullen said in April, he might not be in that group of the top 5 quarterbacks now, but I wouldn't be surprised if 10 years from now he's in the group of top 5 quarterbacks in this year's draft.
Yeah.
So AKA just moving up at least one spot.
Yeah.
Someone's going to drop off.
I think there were a couple steals yesterday. I think Kyle Trask was a steal. I can't believe Jeremiah Usio Komaria, however you say his name. I can't believe he lasted that long to the Browns in the 2nd round. That's a great pick.
You need to know how many touchdowns Kyle Trask threw while he was at Florida.
69.
Yep.
Yes.
Literally, quarterback Kyle Trask threw for 69 touchdowns at Florida.
I like that. Kyle Trask, my new favorite player. Another steal I think will be Asante Samuel Jr. I was hoping the Eagles would draft him. Obviously, you know who Asante Samuel Jr.'s dad is. Probably at the time in the early 2000s, he was probably one of the best cornerbacks in the game when he was on the Patriots. Yeah, I mean, there was a couple steals in the 1st and 2nd round, but I love the Eagles one. It's a great pick. I really hope he fits well with the Eagles.
Well, do you want to talk about a potential not good pick for the Eagles?
Was it from yesterday?
Yeah.
Landon Dickerson.
No, not him. So Eagles caught an awkward war room moment following selection of Milton Williams in the 2021 NFL Draft.
Oh, boy, what happened?
So Eagles general manager Howie Roseman was shown fist-bumping everyone like a 12-year-old hopped up on Fun Dip and Monster Energy drinks following the selection of defensive tackle Milton Williams in round 3 of the 2021 NFL Draft on Friday. Owner Jeffrey Lurie and head coach Nick Sirianni seemed pleased enough, but when Roseman got to Eagles scout Tom Donahue didn't exactly reciprocate the good vibes on the DAP.
Is there a video?
There is a video.
So they must not like the pick. He doesn't like the pick.
No.
Well,
Donahue seemed to let Roseman in on some unfortunate news or a difference of opinion, causing Roseman to look incredulous. The Eagles were on the move multiple times in round 3, trading down twice and ultimately selecting Williams at number 73. Disagreements tend to happen on draft night, but Eagles brass has been the subject of several reports in recent months that painted a picture of dysfunction within the front office.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, this can be something, or it can be everything. The Eagles followed up the round 1 selection of game-breaking wideout Devonta Smith with day 2 picks of center Landon Dickerson in the 2nd round and Williams in the 3rd. The NFL Draft.
I mean, I think they're a good pick so far. NFL Draft starts to begin at noontime today.
Wow, that's in 1 hour and 47 minutes from now. You know the exact time we recorded this.
I always love watching the draft. Speaking about the draft, before the draft, a news came out talking about how Aaron Rodgers,
he doesn't like Green Bay anymore.
Nope. Article a couple days ago came saying how he doesn't want to return, and now one came out yesterday saying he's now considering retirement.
Yeah.
He's now considering retirement unless the Packers fix things to his liking. Obviously, last year they drafted Jordan Love in the 1st round. That's huge. No, I never thought Aaron Rodgers would want to go this route, but I don't blame him.
Yeah, you really can't blame him.
No, he's been in the league for 2005. It's 2021. That's 16 years.
Yes,
he's only been to 1 Super Bowl, 3 MVPs. I mean, you're not giving him enough to get back to the Super Bowl.
No, and Tom Brady's proof that he sucks. Yeah, Tom Brady, NFC 1 year, wins the Super Bowl.
I always thought Tom Brady was a way better quarterback.
Because he is. That's just a fact of life.
I mean, it's in regards to his retirement, and it's something that could happen unless the situation in Green Bay is Patriots liking. If he does retire, hosting Jeopardy could be a post-retirement option for Rodgers.
That's great.
Yep.
And your host, Aaron Rodgers.
The bad news for the Packers that is Rodgers seemingly wants out of Green Bay so badly that he'd be willing to pay nearly $25 million to make it happen. If Rodgers were to retire, that's how much money he'd have to return to the team.
Return.
Wow.
Jesus.
The 37-year-old would have to return $11.5 million in signing bonuses, money for both 21 and 22,
Jeez.
for a total of $23 million. On top of that, the team could possibly fight back the $6.8 million roster bonus he was given in March. So Rodgers could be out nearly $30 million if he retires.
Jeez.
Nuts. Packers general manager Brian Gut. Wow.
Let me see. Brian Gutekunst.
Gunst. Close enough.
Gunst.
We're not going to trade Aaron Rodgers. Gutekunst said, if there was any scenario that could lead to a trade, he's our quarterback. He's our leader. He's been working through this for a little while now. I think I may take that sometime, but he's a guy that kind of makes things go, and he gives us the best chance to win, and we're going towards that. We're going towards that end. Aaron Rodgers wants out of Green Bay, or he wants to retire. Crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
What do you think will happen?
I guess he's not going to New England now that everyone thought he was going to.
No, not at all. Because now they have Newton, they have Mac Jones, and
Jared Stidham, but he can stay. He can stay to the other side. He sucks.
Jared Stidham could be the trade bait for Aaron Rodgers.
Oh man, what is this, Madden?
Quarterback of the future, baby.
What is this, Madden? What do you think's going to happen? I think he'll retire.
I think he'll get traded.
You do?
Yep. To one of those teams you said needed to draft a quarterback.
Could possibly happen.
Yeah, we'll see what happens though.
Let's delete that one.
I'm out of football.
Tim Tebow was reportedly working out for the Jaguars to play as a tight end.
Forgot about that.
So baseball didn't work out very well. I mean, I can't say that.
Football didn't work out well. Baseball didn't get past AAA.
No, I mean, he did pretty well.
Yeah. And now he's going back to football as a tight end. TE for TT.
According to a report from the NFL Network, the Jaguars recently worked out former first-round pick Tim Tebow as a tight end. Tebow, of course, was a Heisman Trophy winner, national championship-winning quarterback.
Facts.
But the Gators, he played from 2006 to 2009 for Urban Meyer.
Hey, your new favorite quarterback played for the Gators.
Kyle Trask,
yep.
69, baby. Urban Meyer is now the head coach for the Jaguars. He was selected by the Denver Broncos with the 25th overall pick in the 2010 draft. He went 8-6 in 14 starts with the Broncos, also leading them to a playoff win over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Whoop.
But he was not an effective passer, and the Broncos elected to move on from him just after 2 seasons. I remember when Tebow Mania happened. Like, everybody's Facebook post at the time was, Tebow. Like, everybody. And
everyone was loving Tebow.
Then my friends who don't watch sports were like, I'm sick of hearing about this mother effing Tim Tebow guy. I don't even know who he is.
Oh, he's Tim Tebow.
Like, everybody loved Tim Tebow back in the day.
Oh, and I'm sure people still do.
He caught on as a backup with the New York Jets and was invited to training camp by the Patriots and the Eagles and soon left the NFL altogether for a career as a broadcaster, later a baseball player where he played outfield in the New York Mets organization. Announced his retirement from baseball back in February. And now with 33, he's apparently considering a football comeback at a different position. I think he should have done that years ago. He's just gone to tight end.
Yeah, just like how Julian Edelman was drafted as a quarterback but played wide receiver.
True. Because I know the Patriots and Eagles said, if you want to stay, switch over to tight end. He said, I have no desire being a tight end.
Yeah, well, I guess time changes.
Tebow Mania, he's back.
A 2-sport athlete no longer.
Trevor Lawrence, you better watch for your job because if you don't play well, guess who's there?
Tim Tebow. He's not even gonna throw the ball. He's just gonna hike it to himself and dip.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Charles Davis says Julian Edelman should be a Hall of Famer to me. It's looking at impact.
I can see that.
Yeah. He said, to me, it's looking at impact. Davis told CMZ Sports, I don't care whether you made the Pro Bowl to the Pro Bowl or the first team. Those are great to have, and they significantly how great you played. But my eyes tell me where I watched this man play. He's a playmaker. He was a difference maker. Davis pointed out Edelman's fingertip catch during the Patriots' comeback win in Super Bowl 51, which amazing catch. As one example of Edelman's impact, along with the catch, Edelman caught the game-winning score in New England's 20-24 win over the Seahawks in Super Bowl 48. Was that 48 or 49? 49.
Yes. 49.
His 10-catch, 141-yard effort earned him Super Bowl MVP honors in the Patriots' 13-3 win over the Rams in Super Bowl 54. Unlike Elma Davis' career does include regular season accolades, Davis was a 3-time Pro Bowler in the 1998 NFL MVP. As a member of the 2000 rushing yard club, a feat he achieved during his MVP season. A knee injury sustained during his 5th season, however, immediately forced Davis to retire at age 29. The injury prevented Davis from climbing further up the NFL's career rushing list, and immediately resulted in him having an extended wait before receiving his Hall of Fame induction. Wow, that's crazy. I like June Edelman. Like Charles Davis said, he was a fantastic player, difference player, a game changer, but I just don't think he's a Hall of Famer. I know Will and I went over stats a couple weeks ago. I think it was once he had this season over 1,000 yards. Once in his career, he had more than 7+ touchdowns, 8+ touchdowns. I just don't think he's a Hall of Famer. I mean, if they end up ever making a playoff Hall of Fame, he's probably the first induction. But I just don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
He's not the first induction.
Okay, the second one.
You know who's first, right?
Jerry Rice, because most of the stuff I read a couple weeks ago, Jerry Rice was number 1 in everything. Tom Brady.
There you go. Took
Yeah.
you a second to get there.
Yeah, but
I know you're saying Jerry Rice on purpose, but Tom Brady was first everything.
Yeah, because he's effing Tom Brady.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just don't think Julian Edelman's a Hall of Famer.
No, I guess we'll see what happens.
What do you want to jump to now?
Want to do some basketball?
Yes.
Let's start with the Celtics, shall we? Jason motherfucking Tatum.
60 points in a comeback. They were getting their cheeks clapped all game.
Third biggest comeback in NBA history. Down 32 at one point.
They were getting their cheeks clapped.
I was watching the highlights when they were down by 32. Do you know how many points the Spurs had?
69.
Yep. It was 69 to 37.
2 for 2, baby. 69 on this podcast.
Oh, and the other Eagles draft pick, Dickerson. Do you know his college jersey number?
3 for 3. 69, baby.
No, it wasn't.
What was it?
No, I'm just kidding. It was 69.
Motherfucker.
Okay, it wasn't 65-37. It was 67-35. I was wrong.
We're saying 69, so we can have 3 69s on here.
We'll say they made it to 69 and the Celtics made it to 37 at the same time.
Somehow we're changing the score.
Yeah, we're changing it. By halftime, the lead was 29. Then Boston won the third quarter, 42-26.
All right.
And then Boston made up the rest in the fourth, 38-25. Tatum took care of the rest in a dominant overtime period, and Boston completed the comeback and won 143-140. He reached 50 points by the end of regulation and got 60 in overtime.
He's so good. Please never leave the Celtics.
New
Please
career
never.
high for Tatum. He tied Boston's franchise high of 60, previously set by Larry Bird in 1985, and became the second youngest player ever to score 60 points in a game.
And NBA history.
Yeah. Do you know who the first is?
It's got to be Michael Jordan.
No. He's current day player.
LeBron James.
Did it against the Celtics.
Number 1.
It's not LeBron.
We're saying LeBron.
It's not LeBron.
So he did against a current day player. Oh, wasn't Devin Booker?
Yep.
72 points or 71, whatever it was.
Yeah, it's absurd.
He's so good. He clapped his Celtics cheeks all by himself.
Yeah.
Open those up and yeah.
Yeah, so the record books will remember this is the third biggest comeback in NBA history. Do you know the first two?
I have no idea.
Give me... Okay, so obviously there'll be 4 teams. Give me 4 teams. We'll see if any of them are correct. and then give me 2 years, and we'll see if any of them are correct.
Okay.
I think these guessing games are fun because you never get them right. Like, not even, like, close.
The first game I'm going to say...
Oh, are you going to do, like, what team played each other, or are you just going to list 4 teams?
All right, I'm going to say the Nuggets.
All right, well, I'm like, waiting for you to list all 4.
Nuggets, such friggin' random teams. Nuggets, Lakers, Pistons, and Hawks.
You're off to a good start.
What was it?
So the biggest comeback is 36 points. The Utah Jazz came back over the Denver Nuggets.
Okay, I got one. So
What year did that happen?
did it just happen?
No.
Okay, never mind. 1984.
1996.
Okay, wasn't even close.
And the second game was a 35-point deficit. The Sacramento Kings beat the Bulls.
I'm gonna say 2003.
2009.
What the freak, man?
And now the Celtics are third on the list. So, let's see. But more importantly, this win in conjunction with Atlanta's loss tied the Celtics with the Hawks for the number 5 seed in the East. The Celtics are now 11-5 in their past 16 and starting to look like the team that nearly won the Eastern Conference last season. They have Tatum to thank for that. He hasn't been quite himself for most of the season due to the early bout with COVID. Tatum has even revealed that he has to use an inhaler before games.
Mm-hmm.
But he has steadily improved throughout the season, and now he looks like the superstar he truly is again. If Tatum is this good in the playoffs, the sky's the limit for Boston.
I hope to God he never leaves Boston.
Now, let's talk about the guy we just mentioned outside of Jason Tatum, Devin Booker. Devin Booker says the Phoenix Suns' playoff berth has been a long time coming.
First time since, 2009?
2010.
2010? I'm
Close.
happy for Devin Booker. It's about time.
I saw something on Facebook. It was like from early in the season. It was like right when Chris Paul got traded to the Suns. It was like the Phoenix Suns have like a 0.2% chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah, now they define those odds, and I think they have one of the best records in the NBA.
They have the best record in the NBA. Well, they're tied with the Jazz, but they just beat them yesterday, so they're first in the West, a.k.a. now the best record in the NBA. Because the West is always better than the East, apparently.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got teams in the East who go 38 and 40, whatever, make the playoffs, and you got teams in the West who go 50 and 32 and don't even make the playoffs. We got a problem there.
Yeah, like, hold on. Let's see if any losing records in the East is currently in the playoff picture. Do you think it is?
Oh, probably.
What do you think the number 8 seed record is? Hold on, let me tell you how many games it is. 60 out of 62 games, the 8 seed. What do you think the record is?
At the 62 games?
Yeah.
Probably fucking 30 and 32. No friggin' way.
It's 30 and 32. The Hornets are 30 and 32 and have the 8th seed.
And now go to the West and see what the West 8th seed is.
Grizzlies, 32 and 30.
32 and 30. Okay.
But then the Spurs at 9 and the Warriors at 10 would also be above the Hornets.
Embarrassing, seriously.
And then the West has 4 teams over 40 wins. The East only has 2. The West has 1 team below 20 wins. The East has 2.
Yeah.
But both teams on the East are better than the Rockets.
I think everyone's better than the Rockets this year.
16 and 47.
Thank God James Harden's not that rotten way.
Yeah. So, the NBA playoff picture for 2021. Let's quickly read off the teams who have clinched a playoff berth. So, Utah Jazz, April 25th. Jazz got in after the Trailblazers lost to the Grizzlies 120-113 on Sunday. So,
All right.
a week ago. The Brooklyn Nets on April 27th. The Nets clinched their berth with a win over the Raptors on Tuesday. 76ers on the 28th. The Sixers clinched their playoff berth with a win over the Hawks. Suns also on the 28th with their win over the Clippers on Wednesday. And those are the 4 teams that have clinched a playoff spot.
I can't wait for the Celtics to clinch, even though I don't think they're going to go too far this season in the playoffs.
Like, fine if Tatum keeps putting out those performances. It's a freaking god at this point.
It just worries me with the Celtics. Especially, I know they came back yesterday.
Yeah.
They did a good job, but it just worries me.
Yeah, I can understand that. Hit us with some of your basketball, sir.
Let's see. The NBA wants to adopt the postseason play-in tournament. The play-in tournament. Off did it last year during the COVID playoffs, whatever you want to call it. The future of the play-in tournament which is adopted on a one-year trial basis is a huge key, but given the impact it's already made, the league source expert approved to make it permanent. I like it. I thought it was cool last year. Only thing I felt bad for the Suns. I think they were 8-0 in the bubble. They didn't make the playoffs. Teams like the Blazers, Mavericks, Celtics, Heat, and Hawks and Hornets are all trying to avoid the 7th spot in the final standings. Whichever team finishes 7th in each conference still must play at least one more game in the play-in tournament to determine their seeding, which isn't ideal ahead of the playoffs. In the East, the Raptors and Bulls are just 2 games back with the Wizards for the 10th spot in the play-in tournament, while the West, the Pelicans and Kings are technically in the running to make the play-in. Despite being 4.5 games back with the Warriors for the 10th spot, the play-in tournament does more than just stop teams from tanking, though it also gives those teams near the top of the standings a reason to keep winning. I think the play-in tournament's cool. I think they should definitely keep it.
Yeah.
You definitely could see some shockers. You could see a team like a 10th seed win the whole entire play-in tournament, go all the way to the finals. I think that'd be pretty cool to see one year.
Are you sure, John? Because you're just complaining about how teams with losing records are already making the playoffs.
Gotcha.
Do you know what the 10th
I'm
seed?
talking about the West. Because West teams, like I said, can have be 48.
10th seed has a losing record in the West.
Okay, never mind.
It's the Warriors also.
The Warriors.
The East 10th seed is 29-34. The West 10th seed is 31-32.
I mean, I don't like when losing teams. I don't like when they're under 500. I don't like when teams win 50-plus games and don't make the playoffs.
Should teams that lose or have a losing record just be automatically eliminated from the playoffs?
Yeah.
First round bye for the first seed in the East every year at that point.
Yeah.
And maybe the second seed every once in a while.
I think so.
That'd be hilarious. Just automatic elimination if you don't win at least 41 games on a normal 82-game season.
I mean, Julius Irving leaves LeBron James off his all-time lineup.
Good. Shouldn't be there.
Yes, he should.
Nope. Larry Bird's a better small forward.
I probably have to agree with that. His
So
first
leaves LeBron off. That's his position, John.
Everyone should go watch Larry Bird's highlights. It's disgusting.
Yeah, he's so good.
His first team consisted of Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Elgin Baylor, Will Chamberlain, and Bill Russell. All 5 of those players retired by 1974 when Irving was still in the ABA. His second team got slightly more margin, but not by much. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Karl Malone, and Keem Abdul-Jabbar.
What's a good name?
Malone lasted longer out of the group as he retired in 2004. At one point, obviously, Irving list Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James. So he offered somewhat of explanation. When you look at LeBron and anybody he sort of picks with him, he played with so many guys. He's a guy who's led the charge in terms of super teams being put together.
Yes,
when he put together that team in Miami, he put together that team in Cleveland as well. He put one in Los Angeles, so he can pick his own team. I'm not going to pick his team. I'm not saying anything about LeBron. I gotta agree with Dr. J on this one. I have to. All the years when LeBron came first in the league, from when he was on the Cavs from 2003 to whatever it was, he didn't really have anyone in Cleveland. I mean, you could say when that Shaq was on the Cavs for that 1 or 2 years, Shaq was washed up by then. It wasn't the same Shaq it was when he was in Los Angeles. Then it goes to Miami. Him and Chris Bosh go to Miami. I mean, look at the players he had in Miami with him. Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade. He had Ray Allen. Then he goes to Cleveland, brings Kevin Love with him to go team up with Kyrie. Goes to Los Angeles. He has Anthony Davis now. He has Andre Drummond now. He just has a lot around him. And I'm a huge LeBron fan, but he's the guy that you're going to look at. Always needed a super team to win a championship.
Yep.
I just got to agree with him on this. Is just he always needed a super team to back him up.
Yep.
I mean, I hate to say it.
Any more basketball?
Oh yeah. The Knicks' success season has restored the team's reputation with stars around the league. There has been whispers for weeks that the Knicks' flirtation with the East number 4 seed has helped restore the reputation to the point that stars are finally prepared to consider them a destination franchise once again.
They're 4th seed in the East.
If that proves true, they will have multiple pathways to address the concerns you raised. Whether it's trying to sign a former All-Star like Kyrie Irving or DeMar DeRozan on short-term deals as a bridge to free agency classes, more star late in this summer, or by using future picks, perhaps packaging with Toppin. The Knicks swinging and missing at big-name free agencies has been a running joke for a while over a decade. Now every time they get cap space, we hear rumors about how they're confident things will finally go their way, which is true. I mean, every time there's a free agent, the Knicks are always rumored to go after him, and they end up going after that star player, and that star player hears the Knicks are interested, and that player has no desire to talk to the Knicks, which I don't blame him, because ever since Carmelo Anthony left the Knicks back whatever year it was, they've been dog crap. I mean, they've been laying down, getting the cheeks clapped for years now. It's good to see the Knicks finally winning. The fans definitely deserve it. Now to see star players wanting to go there should make the East fun again, especially with teams like the Celtics, the Sixers, the Nets, the Bucks. I'm trying to think what teams are good in the East right now.
Celtics.
Oh, I said Celtics. I mean, I really can't think because, like I said, the East is crap. But to see the Knicks finally having success, it's been a long time. It's good to see. But we'll see what they can do this offseason coming up. Last week, when I read the article about Zion Williamson loving New York, he mentioned, oh yeah, I also love playing New Orleans. He wants to go to New York.
Yeah, it's so funny how he said that.
I don't think I've ever said this name on this podcast. Cavaliers who signed Anderson Varejao for remainder of the season.
Oh.
Anderson Varejao was signing a deal with the Cleveland Cavaliers for the remainder of the season, according to Athletics. Shams Karani. The move is surprisingly as Varejao has not played any organized basketball since 2019. Has not played NBA since 2017.
Oh wow, that's a while.
The Cavs traded him. And they started a dump at the 2016 trade deadline. He joined the Golden State Warriors. From there, immediately lost in the finals to his former team. He re-signed with Golden State, but was cut during the 2016-2017 season. Has not played in NBA since. He joined a... there was a ghost.
My stomach's being all ghostly.
A Flamengo Brazilian team in 2017. He remained there through 2019. Has last played organized basketball for the Brazilian national team in the 2019 FIBA Cup. He played well there, averaging 10 points in 56.8% shooting, and defending Giannis Antetokounmpo well in a win over Greece. But it's likely that Cleveland, it's likely why Cleveland signed Varejao. He was a beloved member of the locker room when they were contenders, and LeBron James even called him one of my favorite teammates when he returned to Cleveland 2014. The Cavs are 7 games out of the playoff spot as the end of the season approaches. Speaking about the Cavaliers, Kevin Love earlier last week. I don't know if you guys saw the play that he did. There was a rebound. Give it to the other team. He apologizes for the lack of inbound pass. I never want that to be part of who I am.
Sure you don't.
I don't worry. No.
No.
Kevin Love made a public apology Wednesday morning for his behavior during Monday night's game against the Toronto Raptors after he slapped an inbounds pass to an opponent as he posed passing it to a teammate. He apologized to his teammates when it happened. He didn't speak to the media after the game and explained the situation. The reality of it, it's effed up. Everybody knows that, Love said Viva TMZ Sports. I love this team. And first and foremost, I know I effed up and I apologize for that. I don't go out there intending to upset everybody, to embarrass myself and to embarrass the organization because I feel like I'm a part of something better, making something bigger than myself. He said my intent wasn't to disrespect the game. It wasn't even for the damn ball to go and bounce. It was a moment that I got caught up. I didn't even understand what was really happening at the possession played out. I think I was a little bit dumbfounded. I even heard a couple of coaches saying the ball wasn't in. My idea was I was going to grab the ball and pass it right back to Darius Garland. But that obviously wasn't the case. I didn't realize how bad it looked until after the game. I truly didn't. Until Larry had shown me. And after that, I just completely shut down because I never want that to be who I am. I don't want that to be here and defend my character. The play in question came with 33 seconds left in the third quarter when the Cavs were down by 4 points, and the Raptors guard Mike LaFlynn made a diving layup. Love was pushed into the what the hell is that section, and it appeared to be frustrated. That was no foul call. When the referee gave him the ball and inbounded it, he just swatted the ball, which led to Toronto gaining possession and nailing a three-pointer. Head coach J.B. Pickett's staff said after the game that Love apologized to teammates and they decided to move on from the situation. Also, in last night's game, someone took a picture of that fall on Twitter. Yeah, I guess they didn't play in yesterday's game, and all of a sudden didn't do a social distancing. I think they're having players who were out for the game sit behind the bench. They were doing a team huddle, and there was another player who wasn't playing, who was in street clothes, was in the huddle. Kevin Love was behind the bench talking to another guy. It seems like Kevin Love does not want to be in Cleveland, and I don't blame him. Cleveland's going through a rebuild right now. They're going to go through a rebuild for a while, and I know for a fact that he doesn't want to be part of that. I don't blame him. It's a shame to say because I like Kevin Love, and I don't think it's right what he did. I know people get frustrated, and he's on a losing team right now, and I know he doesn't want to be part of that. He wants to be elsewhere, but with him being the age he is, I don't really think anyone really wants to take on his contract. He's getting paid, it's like $32 or $33 million this year, and he's acting like that.
Right. Got anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Let's do some baseball. Let's see. Alex Kirilloff's 2 home runs was a first for Twins since 1994. He is the first player to hit his first 2 career home runs in the same game.
Really?
Yep. Since 1994 for the Twins.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's a little fun fact there for you.
Yeah. A little historic moment.
Yeah. One who else hit 2 home runs yesterday?
Who?
Aaron Judge. JD Martinez.
The Yankees are coming back, churning it around.
Fuck the Yankees.
They're churning it around.
They're still 12-14. That's still a losing record.
And I don't like that.
You don't like that they're still 4 games behind the Red Sox?
It's still early. I mean, I'm happy as hell how the Red Sox are playing right now, but it's still too early to jump on the band.
Dude, they're 17-10. What are you talking about?
It's still early. It's only May.
You almost said April.
I know.
I almost said April too earlier.
I mean, it's still early. I mean, 2019 the Seattle Mariners started 13-2 when they finished. It was like 68-94. So I mean, I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. I mean, I'm a Sox fan. On the bandwagon of, I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. You guys know what I mean. But
John's like, I'm trying to figure it out, guys.
If the Red Sox are still playing like this in June, July, August, and this team's for real. But I'm just, the way the Yankees have been playing, they're starting to get hot. I mean, I don't know. I'm just happy how the Red Sox have started so far. That's all I'm saying. Because I thought this was going to be the other way around. I thought the Red Sox had one of the worst records in the MLB by this point. But
Yeah.
just the way this team has gelled together is crazy. The offense is rolling. The pitching's doing pretty good. The bullpen, Matt Barnes and Garrett Whitlock have been phenomenal. And just team has been playing fantastic. JD's having a fantastic season. Rafael Devers has woken up since early in this season when he had that slump. Alexander Bogarts is playing fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did not think the Sox would be as good.
No, but I love it. Do you want to talk about how many stories do you get?
I got a few.
All right, because we're going to talk about league leaders after our weekly league leader recap.
All right.
I'm just going to say this now. You're going to see a lot of the same name over and over again.
All right.
After your stories. That's the last thing we're doing, is the league leaders.
All right, then I got a couple hockey.
Oh. John's Hockey Minute.
Oh, we'll do that.
John's Hockey Minute.
We'll end hockey. Phillies Bryce Harper says he's good after taking a 97 mile fastball to the face.
That was, oh my lord. You would think maybe it hit his cap a little bit. Did you see? You've seen the slow mo, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Literally, didn't hit his arm, didn't hit his helmet, didn't hit his bat, just straight in the cheek. How he just got up and walked off after that. I'd be down for like 3 hours. Full game length. Just on the ground crying. Oh.
I don't know if it hit anything. If I did it right in the face.
Hit him right in the face directly. And he's like, yeah, I'm good. Gonna walk it off.
Then Genesis Kariba threw at D.D. Gregorius with a 94.5 mile fastball. The pitch at Gregorius in the back.
Right in the rib cage.
Yeah, then he fucking flopped.
A little bit.
It got after he got hit in the face and all after Harper posted on social media, he's all good and the test came back. He seems to avoid any major injury.
Freaking crazy.
I can't even imagine how that felt. 96.7 or whatever it was to the face.
Yeah.
He didn't lose any teeth. Didn't break his nose.
No.
Didn't break a cheekbone.
No.
I mean, if he got hit in the eye, his career would have been done.
Yep. It really would have been.
I mean, dude, it just... I can't even imagine what that felt like.
I don't know how some of these people survive. Obviously, I know how they survive, but just freaking crazy.
And then he got up.
He's like, yeah,
and
I'm
walks
good.
it off.
It's like, I'm good, guys.
That's crazy.
Oh, my Lord, I could never do that.
Francisco Lindor reacts to hearing boos at Citi Field. It sucks. It doesn't feel right. Last Tuesday's 2-1 loss, the Red Sox at Citi Field. He went 1-4 with a single, and now his 2021 slash line stands at 212, 321, 273 with 18 games. As Anthony DeCamo of MLB.com has learned. Lindor has earned some boos following his final play appearance, which ended in a soft ground out. Where is it? You know what? Welcome to New York, Francisco Lindor. Welcome to New York.
Get booed for nothing.
He said it's interesting and it's funny and it sucks. Lindor said, "It doesn't feel right for sure. Interesting because it's the first time it's happened in my career. I get it. They're booing me because there's no results and that's it. They're expecting results. I expect results as part of my jobs." To Lindor's credit, he understands why he's being booed and doesn't seem to take it personally. The good news for Lindor and the Mets is that his struggles probably won't last. While his 2020 OPS checks at probably 71, he boosted a career mark of 116, which is excellent production for slick fielding shortstops. He has only one more. He only has only one home run as a Met, but for career, he's averaging 28 homers per 162 games he's played. Bearing some kind of unreported injury, Lindor was almost certainly find his level soon. Although the boos will crease, he's still giving. He's also going to save runs with his glove. No, there's a reason why they're booing. The Mets fans are booing him. He just signed a huge extension.
Yep.
And he's not living up to it. Also, I think it's because he's in a different league now. He's learning the pitchers. These pitchers you're facing are new to him. There's just a whole new league to him.
Yeah.
But no, welcome to New York, Francisco Lindor. They're going to boo you.
Yeah.
He was getting booed in Philly yesterday, too. I was watching the game.
Who was?
Francisco Lindor was getting booed by the Phillies fans.
Well, of course he is.
If you sign a huge contract, you're not performing, you're going to get booed wherever you go. I know it sucks to get booed by your hometown fans, but you get that money, man. You got to perform to the best you can. Because if for the next 12 years, whatever it was, if he doesn't live up to that contract, once again, the Mets absolutely suck at giving big fucking contracts.
That's Mets for you. Do you think Lindor will be another 50-year, $1 million a year contract type situation?
No, I think he'll turn it around. I do.
I know. It's like we said with the Red Sox. It's early.
Yeah, and speaking about the Red Sox, Jacob deGrom was almost traded to the Red Sox in 2012.
That would have been Red Sox. Fuck you.
I know.
Now the Red Sox probably would have traded him too after that.
Oh yeah. According to a longtime baseball writer Peter Gammons, back in 2012, former Red Sox general manager Ben Cherington has proposed a trade to New York Mets GM Sandy Alderson for deGrom. At the time, deGrom was only his second year professional baseball. He missed the 2011 season. Fucking
Adobe.
Yup.
It's the worst.
Dude.
That's my computer does that all the time.
Son of a gun.
Son of a gun.
He missed the 2011 season due to Tommy John surgery. Immediately, Anderson had a second thoughts and backed out. The two clubs would later grant a trade in August that sent right-hander Pedro Beato to the Red Sox for catcher Kelly Sharpnick.
Who and who?
I have no idea. Oh, my God. Just imagine.
Yeah, imagine if deGrom came to the Sox. And then the Sox probably would have dealt him to like the Blue Jays or something.
With the Mets, deGrom won the 2014 NL Rookie of the Year. In
what year did he win it?
2014.
Okay,
and
so
not
too long after.
Back-to-back NL Cy Young awards in 2018, 2019. deGrom has 50 strikeouts in just 29 innings so far this season. Has allowed only...
No, that was before the game against the Sox.
So he probably has
59 strikeouts now.
9 strikeouts.
Tied Nolan Ryan's through 5 starts.
That's ridiculous. He's so fucking good.
He only needed one more, and then he would have had... he would beat Ryan's first 5 starts K record.
Yeah.
So,
he's so good.
I guess we'll keep track of his next start and see if he beats it. Ryan's 6 start K record, whatever it is. But just under 60 strikeouts in April.
He's so good.
Let's say he somehow keeps it up all year. That's April, May, June, July, August, September. 6 months times 50, or times 60, 360 Ks.
That's ridiculous.
And then minus like 6, so 354 Ks.
I mean, there's no doubt he's already shooing for the Cy Young this year.
0.59 ERA, I think it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking nuts. Ready for league leaders?
Yeah.
All right. So, for hitting, let's get back to it. My phone didn't want to go back to it. There we go. Average. Top 3. Jay Winker at 370 on the Reds. I don't know his first name. That's why I didn't say it. Yerman Mercedes at 415. He's in second now. He was in first last week. Who do you think's first now?
JD?
Nope. JD's fourth at 351.
JD's fourth?
At 351. That surprised me just looking at it. Oh, and Vlad Guerrero Jr. is fifth at 350. But number 1, I'll give you a hint. Okay?
Yep.
He's the best player in baseball.
Mookie Betts?
No.
Mike Trout?
Yep. 425. Home runs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players tied with 8.
Mm-hmm.
McMahon, Hoskins, Buxton. Wait. Otani, McMahon, Hoskins, Buxton, and Acuna Jr.
Yep.
And in first place with 9, JD Martinez.
He's back.
Ribbies. We got 3 tied with 22. Peralta, Lowe, and Aguilar at 22. And in first with 25, J.D. Martinez. Stolen bases, there's 2 tied, Merrifield and Laureano with 8. I think 8 was the number last week, too. Runs, J.D. is in third with 21. Mark Canna of the Athletics is number with 24 at second, and Acuna Jr. at 25 in first. Now, here's where a name gets repeated. On base percentage, Mike Trout, 523. Slugging percentage, Mike Trout, 781. OPS, Mike Trout, 1.304. Hits.
Let me guess. Mike Trout?
No, he's not there.
Oh, fuck.
So hits, fourth is Bogarts with 32. Third is JD with 33. And tied for first is Cedric Mullins and Yerman Mercedes with 34. What a rookie year for Yerman Mercedes so far.
I know.
Through the month of April.
He's doing good.
Doubles. There's 2 players tied with 10. Michael Brantley on the Astros.
Mm-hmm.
And JD Martinez with 10 doubles.
If the season would end today, he'd be I don't know. I think Mike Trout probably win the AL MVP.
Yeah. And then Peralta leads the league in triples with 4. And then we'll go to pitching. Jacob deGrom back at first with the ERA 0.51, not 9.
He's barely earned any runs since pitching.
5 starts, he's given up 2 earned runs.
That's ridiculous. I feel bad for him. The Mets give him no run support whatsoever.
No, last week we had 5 players under 1, down to 2. Him and Rodon is
All
at
right.
.72. Back. Wins, 8 tied with 4. We got Rodriguez for the Sox, Rodon, Matz, Kershaw, Flaherty, Evoldi, Cole, and Savall.
Got 2 socks on there. I like that.
2 Sox on there. We gotta love it. Strikeouts, Shane Bieber, 68.
And when does he pitch again? I hope he has 1 strikeout next game.
Hold on. His nickname is not Justin.
Oh, that's funny. It's Bieber.
Stats. I need to see if he's still doing what I think he is. Wait. Is that not who I thought? No, it's not Shane Bieber. Hold on.
It has to be. That's only Bieber I know in the MLB.
No. It was Burns. Yeah, Burns currently has 49 strikeouts, 0 walks on the Brewers. I knew it was someone up there. Let's see. Anything good? Kyle Hendricks has given up 10 home runs this year.
Jeez. Dude's cheeks.
Yeah. And this dude, Zach Davies, has given up 20 earned runs in 5 games.
Another dude whose cheeks.
19 innings, 9.47 ERA.
Should probably give up 10 runs twice.
Yeah, and Bumgarner has 19 earned runs.
Wow, he's not good anymore.
Even as no-hitter.
He is not. We should have been a no-hitter. If they're going to count a double, if they're going to count those 7 double hitters as a game, it should be counted as a no-hitter. I'm sorry.
Exactly. I agree. Tatis leads the league in errors with 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, those are all the important ones. I'm trying to find saves. I'm just blind. Is that what SVO is?
I'd probably say so.
Saves versus opportunities. Well, Mark Melancon with 9. That's his number. I guess it saves. Anyways. Yeah, Matt Barnes, he's at 6, so that saves. So, John.
Yes.
Where can they find you on the internet?
Hold on. Seattle cranking and Fish becomes NHL's 32nd team after making a final expansion payment. They're now 32
my new
teams
favorite team in the NHL. Just
because
because of their team name, the Kraken.
I'm going to call them the Seattle Karens.
The Seattle Cracking Karens.
On behalf of the Board of Governors, I am delighted to officially welcome the Seattle Karen to the NHL as our 32nd member club, Commissioner Gary Bettman said in a press release on Friday. Congratulations to David Bonderman, the Bonderman family, the partners, the entire Seattle Karen organization, this city. I'm funny. The city of Seattle and the Karen fans, as the club continues to extending journey towards puck drop in October. The Karen now are free to sign players and make trades since their official franchise. However, Seattle's roster will come into such cleaner focus this summer. On July 17th, the NHL teams have to submit the list of players that they will they'll be protecting from the expansion draft. Each NHL team can protect 7 forwards, 3 defensemen, 1 goalie. The expansion draft will take place on July 21st. I would like to thank Gary Bettman, the NHL, for welcoming us to the league. Crank and majority owner David Bedman said in a statement, "We have an incredible few months ahead of us. We're prepared to welcome our players and will finally take it to the ice at the Climate Pledge Arena." And so far, the teams that have clinched the playoffs in the NHL: Pittsburgh, Carolina Hurricanes, Tampa Bay Lightning, the Panthers, Toronto Maple Leafs, Vegas Golden Knights, Colorado Avalanche, Minnesota Wild. Capitals are among the clubs who have secured their playoff tickets. Meanwhile, the East Division, close to Gerrard's to satisfying its playoff field. Philadelphia Flyers, Jersey Devils, and Buffalo Sabres are eliminated from contention. The Rangers, Boston Bruins, and New York Islanders continue to battle for the final 2 postseason slots in the division. So yeah.
Yeah.
That was my hockey news for the first time in probably 17 years.
Probably. John, where can they find you on the
You
internet?
guys can follow my Instagram at John O'Halloran 15. You can follow me at Twitter _John _Halloran. Where can they find you?
You can find me on both Twitter and Instagram at William Kliski. You can follow the show on both Twitter and Instagram at TTL Pod. Please rate, review, and subscribe on your preferred listening platform, and check out the YouTube channel for the video version of the show.
Yes. Share with your friends, your family, your coworkers. Get this podcast out there for us. Listen and share. If you don't,
we won't see you next week. But if you do, we'll see you next week.
bye, bitches.